Okay. We have sweetheart strength today. We're going to get moving with a nice smooth warm up. February 1st. All right, here we go. So let's start with an alternating knee lift and the opposite arm up, just easing into it. Chin up overhead. Our focus today is primarily on functional strength. So you might see more upper body movements, focusing on specific muscle groups combined with movements from the lower body. You want light to medium weights, your penalty box, and your mini bands. Remember, you're also welcome to work with your own body weight as you start out to check how your body responds to the work based on what you've done the last couple of days. After these 4 knee lifts, we're going to have a change. Hamstring curl with a wide row, palms face down. Okay, just warming everything up. Excellent. Upper and middle back. Abs are starting to engage a little more tightly. Let's do 4 more hamstring curls. 2 for 1. 3 more. Last 2. Step touch left, right. Let's pull those arms in as if we were rowing. Palms face each other. Very good. Keep that side step going for 4 more. 3. Here comes a change. Side tap, reach across. Excellent transition here. Let's hit each side 4 more times. Last 3. Get ready to move on. Halfway squat with rotation left. So squat halfway down, stand tall, and then open that left arm up, and then come back to the center. Halfway squat, stand, open up. Halfway squat. That's it. Keep those shoulders down. Got 4 more. So as you go into that squat and you're feeling warmer, we can sit a little lower, anywhere between 15 and 45-degree angle at the knee. This will be the last one. Fantastic. Let's go to a hamstring stretch on the right. Your hands can meet your left thigh as we hinge at the hip. Right leg is extended. Roll up and then send those shoulders down the back, and let's repeat this. So tip at the hip, create length along the back of that right thigh. Roll up. Let your shoulders slide down your back, and we'll do 1 more with the right leg. Let's roll up, and now we're going to switch. So that left leg comes out, hands are on the right thigh, hinge at the hip, then slowly roll up, send those shoulders down the back. Nice work. Let's settle in 2 more rounds. And we'll roll up, shoulders slide down the back. 1 more time right here. You are ready for action. Let's get the lightest mini band you have on your forearms. We're going to work on an A raise and alternate side steps. So we will have 2 rounds of 2 exercises. And then we will come back and repeat it 2 more times. So this is how we're going to get our 4 sets in. Arms are even, right in front, chest level. Shoulders down, keep them straight as you draw your shoulder blades together and down. We step out. Fantastic. Pull apart and down. Remember, we're doing 10 reps of pretty much everything. So we're going to hit it 4 times. Excellent. We have 2 more. One was stepping to the right, and then the second one here is stepping to the left. Fantastic. Okay. Right now you can get 1 heavy dumbbell or a kettlebell that you hold in front of your chest, right in the front. And we're going to do Stationary squats, real simple. Feet shoulder to hip width apart, proud chest. You're gonna sit down and back in the heels and then slowly stand up. So 10 simple squats right here. You got it. Brace those abs. Keep your chest tall. Elbows close to your side. Let's do 2 more, starting with this next squat. Last one right here. Nicely done. Now we'll return to the A raise. So we have 1 more round with this pair. Here we go. Arms are long for the ride, elbows are soft, so we pull apart and down as you step to each side. There we go. You feel like your shoulder blades are almost touching. Fantastic. Work it. Upper and middle back, back of the shoulder, a little bit of triceps. All right, this is the last one here. Let's transition into that squat. You can challenge yourself with your dumbbell. It's just 1 dumbbell or kettlebell held close in front of the chest. 10 squats. You're gonna sink down and stand up. Sink down and stand up. Fantastic. Here we go. Stay strong. Right back in those heels. Last 2 coming up. Here's one of them. Here's the second one. Awesome. Now you can grab a drink if you need it. We're going to move to the second group, starting with push-ups, using your wall or your floor. Floor options, knees or straight legs. 10 push-ups, wall or floor. That's all it is. So you're going to walk down to the floor or over to your wall, wrist under the shoulders, fan out your fingers. 10 push-ups. Make angel wings with your elbows. You got this. Brace your abs and your glutes. One more. Awesome. All right, let's come down to table if you're on the floor, then ground to standing. You're going to come up, and you're going to get a light set of weights for a lateral raise with your elbows at 90 degrees. Now we are adding an option, reverse lunge or forward step. So first, elbows are in close. You can step forward, raise the weights, lower as you step back, and switch. So there's 10 reps. We're up to 3. You can get a little more leg work in by going into a reverse lunge, if that works for you today. So we're halfway through. So you're either stepping forward or going into that reverse lunge. There's 2 left with a lateral raise. I'll do 2 more in case you got a late start. I'm with you. Awesome. Push-ups. So we're going to get wall or floor. Remember, floor also offers the option to be on your knees or straight legs. 10 push-ups. Seamless transitions. That's what keeps your heart rate up. You're doing great. Last one. Ground to standing. You took your push-ups down to the floor. Weights or no weights for the lateral raise. Remember, if you're healing a shoulder, the weights could be a little lighter or work with your own body weight. Focus on the lunge. So elbows are 90, posture's tall. We lunge and we stand for 10. Lunge, 9, and so on. You got this. Reach out from your shoulders. There you go. You're looking good. Halfway there. One more for each leg. So it's 2 more raises. Terrific. Good news, you have a little bit of a break here if you need water. We're going to circle back to the very first exercise. That first pair is your A raise and squat. Real simple. Short, simple, and sweet. Arms are out in front. Take a breather. Get ready to work. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to pull apart and down for 10. Excellent. 9, right between the shoulder blades. Awesome. 7. Keep going. 6. 5. 4. Hang in there, ladies. 3. 2. 1 more. Way to work. Let's move on to that squat. 1 dumbbell that's challenging but doable, held in front of your chest. Feet shoulder to hip width apart. Sink down and back into the heels. Stand up strong. Sink down and back. Stand up strong. Awesome. Brace your abs. Now, if you're at the point where like, this isn't feeling like that much, it's kind of easy today, then you should be holding a heavier weight. So that's where you can kind of self-monitor. Are you just calling it in today? Or do you really want to get something out of it? It's up to you. 1 more. Right. So let's continue to work with these 2 exercises. 1 more round. A raise. The only downtime is your transition time, so let's be efficient. 3, 2, 1. So we start pull apart and down, and right back in. There we go. It's coming together. Right, A raise is finished for today. We're going to wrap up this first pair by finishing off our squats. Feet shoulder to hip width apart. Sink down and back in those heels. Stand up strong. Got this. Brace those abs. Going. Fast squat coming up. You did it. Halfway through. Let's get ready for push-ups. Decide what area, wall or floor. If you're choosing floor, then commit to knees or straight legs. Here we go. Heading into position, wall or floor, 10 push-ups. Make wings with your elbows. Underarms come down to meet your thumbs. You got this. One more. Ground to standing. Lateral raise is coming up. Forward step or reverse lunge. Remember those reverse lunges? No weight or light to medium weight. 3, 2, 1. Lunge and lift for 10. Lunge and lift for 9. Doing great. So remember, you want a little more control on this raise to the top. Avoid swinging if you can. You can bend those elbows a little more. I'm going to give you 4 more here. So you're reaching out and letting your arms float up. Last one. Big improvement. Really concentrating on that middle shoulder and core stability. We're going to get ready for those push-ups. Commit in 3, 2, 1. We've got 10 push-ups. Here we go. All yours. Hang in there. Awesome. Round to standing. Lateral raise. So remember your position here, shoulders down, lift the chest. 3, 2, 1. Lunge and, whoops, comes at the top, my bad. There we go. We're lunging first, just to clarify. Then we lift on the way up. Good. Ooh. It's a different version that we'll save for another time. Awesome. Hang in there. This one. Way to work. Get a little bit more of a break here. We're going to get ready for the next group. So you can use your mini band. We're going to have a wide pull and a wide step. So here the mini band can be a little bit more challenging. We'll have the arms coming from overhead. When you pull down, draw the elbows in like you're making a W. We're going to add a leg raise to one side. One side. Now for this, you're going to do the same leg the whole time. So let's anchor on the left leg with a right leg raise as you pull down for 10 reps. So all reps are done with that right leg lifting to the side. Make a W with your elbows as you pull down for 10. 9. Fantastic. Good balance work here. And we're bending the elbows this time. That looks better. Stay tall. Two more. Last one. You got it. Awesome. Right, now we're going to go with dumbbells. Light to medium, we're working on bicep curls. And we're combining it with a single leg side lunge. So you're going to lunge to the right. Light to medium weights. Take a step right, sink into that right heel. Come down, stand up. Bicep curl for 10. Right side again. Elbows in, 9. That's it, you got this. Push back into that heel. 8. There we go. That left leg remains straight. You're firing that glute. Now, if you're healing a lower back, hip, or knee, here's an option. You can just step out and step back in if you need lower body recovery. So we have 4 more, starting with this next lunge with a bicep curl. So you really want to focus on that bicep curl. Give it meaning. Last one. Fantastic.
Let's put the weights down. Return to the mini band for the overhead pull down. Now your left leg is going to lift to the side. Arms are up. In 3, 2, 1. Pull apart and down. Left leg raise to the side. There we go. So it's 10 reps all on the same leg. Stay strong. That's it. You got it. Loosen those abs. Slow and steady here. Two more. One more. Awesome. All right, now left side, lunge, bicep curl. So we're going to take that step to the left. Right leg is straight. Come back in. Bicep curl. That's good. Step out. Come back in. You got it. So a little more single side training. You're healing a low back, hip, or knee. Higher position on that lunge or just a side step. So you have 4 left, using our bicep curls to measure. Pick which leg movement works better for you. 3. That's it. 2. 1 more. You're doing a great job so far. Hang in there. Okay. Take a quick drink. We're going to go to the next group. So now we're going to work with an overhead shoulder press. You can use 1 dumbbell or 2 light dumbbells. Brace those abs. So you're going to bring the weights up in the front. If going overhead challenges your shoulder and causes more risk than benefit, then you're going to have your weights in front of you, palms face in, and do an alternating front raise. So it's an alternating front raise or an overhead shoulder press. And we're going to bring a squat in with it. So we have 10 reps. So we squat 1, front raise options being shown first. Squat 2. Like you want to put the weights on the floor. They're outside your thighs, so you're a little bit closer. Here we go for that front press. Squat 3, push up. Squat 4, push up. So you have that choice, and you also can just use your body weight. Brace those abs. So we have a little more of a narrow squat here. Two more. 1 more. Fantastic. Weights are down. You're going to get your penalty box. You're going to make that 10. It's going to be horizontal for you. I'm going to turn sideways. You can set up where you have the best space. Tabletop with a plank tap or a straight plank tap. So we've got 10 taps. So first option is table. Knees are on your mat. Wrists are under the shoulders, and you're tapping out in front. So the right hand taps the right corner. The left hand taps the left corner. Second option is to be in that stationary bear and tap from here. So we have a little more core work. Wrist under the shoulders, it's 10 total. We have 4 rounds. Get ready, get set, straight out for 10, 9, 8. Okay, 2 for 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, brace those abs. 2, watch your reset. 1, All right, so we've made it a little more challenging. I'm sure you handled it just fine. So we're gonna come back to that shoulder press or front raise. Remember your options, it's a closer squat. You want the weights outside your hip and thighs like suitcases. Feet shoulder to hip width apart. Brace the abs. I'll start with the front raise option. So it's one squat, come up, front raise, single or double arm. Squat two, I'm still showing that front raise with those variations. Okay, here's that overhead press. Squat three, push up. Squat four. More of a narrow squat here. It's coming together. So you're squatting, sit down and back in those heels, keep your knees behind your toes. If you need to give attention to that lower back, knee, or hip area, shallow squat, knees about 15 to 45 degrees. Two more presses or front raises. Last one. Nicely done. Okay, plank tap. Our plank variation is that tabletop or stationary bear. And we are going to keep that 2 for 1. You're going evenly to each side, wrists under the shoulders, brace the abs for 10, 9, knees are on the floor and the option I'm showing, 7, 6, here comes the second option, knees come up, 5, 4, brace those abs, 3, scoop the navel, 2, and 1. Woo! Nicely done. This one looks deceiving, isn't it? Looks like nothing, but it feels like something. Okay, longer break. If you need to, you might want to move that penalty box to the side. We're headed back to the pull down. So we have that pull down from overhead. Leg raise to the right. Pull down overhead, leg raise to the right. All reps are done with that right leg 10 times. So we're going to pull out and down for 10. There we go. 8, you're strong. 7. Create length from hip to heel and lift your chest. Much better. Last 3, hang in there. Last 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right, let's get those weights. Side lunge with a bicep curl. And just a reminder, this is still the right leg workout. So the right leg steps out for a lunge, frame the lower leg, step in and come up. So join me now. Step out for 10, come in and curl. Left leg is straight. Brace those abs. 9. Push the hip back. 8. 7. You can do this. 6. Hang in there. 5. We're all in this together. There's 2 left with that right leg. Stay strong. 1 more on that right side lunge. Right bicep curl. Both arms bicep curl. And we'll move to the pull down and the left leg raise. You're doing a nice job keeping things moving. So let's get set up here. 3, 2, 1. Anchor on the right leg. Raise your left leg to the side. Create length. You got it. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. So it's that upper and middle back. This next one is going to give us our last 3. Hang in there. 2. And 1. Side lunge. Now the side lunge goes to the left And the bicep curls continue. Both arms curl. Total of 10 curls. Let's get ready for 3, 2, 1. Step left, lunge, stand up, curl. So if everything's feeling better and you're up for a challenge, you can make that lunge lower or higher. You want to frame your calf. Fantastic. Hang on. We got a little bit more to go. You're gonna make it. Final 4 on this combination. Make it count. 3 more. Whew. 1 more. If you picked a challenging weight for that bicep curl, you should feel like, yes, we need to be done. So just self-monitor there. Was it as challenging as it needed to be for you? We're going to move to the second group. That's the shoulder press or shoulder front raise combined with a close squat. So pick your weight, and you can also work with just body weight. Feet are going to be a little closer. Settle in for 3, 2, 1. I'm going to squat and front raise first. So I have a squat, front raise, palms neutral if you're healing a shoulder. Single arm or double arm can be done on that front raise. Now I'm going to show you the overhead press, squat and press. Your choice. You want to extend from that shoulder area in the front. Gonna make it. Hang in there. A little bit more. Last one. Terrific. Now we have that transition where the penalty box is going to come up. We want to make that tent that's horizontal to our body position. Bear, plank, tap. Bear, plank, tap. Tabletop or stationary bear. Wrist under the shoulders. It's 2 for 1. Right hand taps your right corner. Connect to your center. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8. Here's that second option. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll come back down. Ground is standing for our shoulder squat combo. And that will finish this pair. You're doing a great job. Hang in there. Hang in there. Weights or body weight. Squat position is closer. Holding your weights if you choose, like suitcases. Get ready. Squat. Front raise is being shown first. 10. That's it. Like you want to put the weights down, but you can't. Here we go with the press demo. Pick which shoulder exercise is better for your body. You're halfway through. Hang in there. Last 2. Last one. Amazing work. Let's put those weights down. Head over to that penalty box and set the table. Tabletop position. Reset is crucial. Wrist always lines up with your shoulders. Hovering table or that bear position or strong table in 3, 2, 1. Alternate taps for 10. Option 2 is being shown. Halfway there. One more pair. Everybody come down. Awesome. All right. Good work today so far. We got time for just a little bit more. So if you need a drink, go ahead and take one. We're going to work the core a little bit with a knee lift and rotation. Knee lift and rotation. If you're healing a lower back where rotation interferes with your recovery, then what I'd like you to do is stand with your feet shoulder to hip width apart, elbows wide, scoop the navel, and do a standing ab curl. So from the side, it's like you're making the letter C with your body. The other option is to hold a challenging dumbbell or kettlebell. And we're going to have 2 for 1 with our knee rotation. So proud chest. We're going to start with the right knee in 3, 2, 1. So this is 10. And then this is 9. And so on. Keep working. Next one. Awesome. Okay. Now for the weights, we're going to work on triceps, kickbacks, half kneeling. Let's go lighter. Let me show you why. You can opt to take this to a chair if your lower back needs a little more support. I'm going to show the half kneeling option first. If you're using a chair, you would sit on the edge. Half kneeling, both knees are 90, and you're going to hinge from the hip. So whichever option you choose, the first thing to do is connect to your core and hinge. Arms are straight. Then we draw the elbows in, and we're kicking back for 10, 9, 8. So you're squeezing above that upper arm. Brace those abs. Now, I want you to kick back and hold it. Turn your palms to the ceiling and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Shoulders out of the ears. 3, 2, 1. Lower, and let's return to the knee rotation. So from that combination, you might want to review your weight selection and your position. Should give things a little more of a fire in the triceps. So let's get ready for our knee rotation or wide stance, wide elbow curl. So you'll have about 15 curls doing the movement slow and even. 2-2 count on that curl in 3, 2, 1. So it's 2 for 1. That means this is 10, and then this is 9, and so on. Hang in there. Cares. You're doing a great job. This one. Terrific. Now we get into position for the triceps. Seated on the edge of the chair or half kneeling. I'll pull up a chair for this one if you need it. That way you get an idea. The chair option. Sitting a little closer to the edge, but not too far. Always want to stay upright. Feet shoulder to hip width. We hinge at the hip. Keep looking out past your toes. Draw those elbows in and park them. Kickbacks for 10. Kickbacks for 9. You got this. Brace those abs. Pull your navel into your spine. Let's do one more regular kickback. Palms are facing in. Now we kick back and turn the palms towards your ceiling. Turn them out. Little ones, 10, 9, 8. Squeeze above that elbow. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to home. Weights come down, roll up. Quick drink, we got the second pair coming up. You're doing great. You're almost there. Just move your chair, I'm gonna make some space. So here we're gonna have our palms face up. We're gonna make our W from the outside and draw in. We're gonna have a curtsy lunge. So what you'll notice is when you go into the curtsy, your arms are gonna be pulling in and down. So I'm doing it without any weight, and this is alternating legs. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna step back with my left leg and my arms extend. So I curtsy and I pull in for 10. Curtsy over to your left, 9. Curtsy over to the right, 8. Curtsy over to the left, 7. Now, if your hip and low back need a different option, you can go straight back into a reverse lunge or a reverse toe tap. I'm going to do 2 more. So this is 1, and then this is 2. So you have those options to protect your low back, your hips, and your knees. You have to make sure you have the right form and connections for that curtsy. So that's our W with the lunge combination. Now we're going to take it down to the floor, ground level, and then we're going to go onto your back with your knees bent. You're going to bring with you 1 medium or heavy weight. You want to hold the weight on each end over your chest. So those arms are extended right here. Brace the abs and raise your toes. We've got bridges. So this is a glute bridge, abdominal bracing, because remember, you have to keep that connection as you extend that weight up. So we've got 10 bridges, 9, 8. If you're healing a shoulder and the weight is too much, then take the weight out and press your palms together. Halfway there. I'm going to give you a little extra because I know you might need some extra time with the transition to the floor. So hang in there. You can do extra from here. We're going for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips, then lower the weight. Turn to your side to release the weight, and then you can sit up. Take your time. Now these moves, like the previous set, they've all been paired together so we can practice our ground to standing moves as well. I don't know if you picked up on that, but that's there for a reason. So hang in there. All right, here comes our W with our lunge options. Lunge options, so palms face up, elbows in. When you go into that curtsy, reach out, then pull in for 10. So now I'm showing a weighted option. It's up to you. So I showed the leg options in the first set. Now I'm showing the arm options. That's it. Shoulders down, palms are up. Everything is below shoulder height. We're going to go with 4 more from wherever you are. So this is 4, and this is 3. Remember those options for the lower body. Last one. Fantastic. All right, weights are down if you have them. Use your legs to put those weights down. Then head to the floor. Bridge position. Palms pressing or palms are holding the end of a dumbbell. Hands are holding the end of a dumbbell. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Glute bridge for 10. You got it. Keep reaching those arms up. Brace your abs. You got this. That's So you're doing a great job so far. 3 more bridges. You're gonna make it. 2 and 1. Fantastic. Lower your hips, lower the weight, turn to the side. You release the weight and then bring yourself up. Quick drink here. So you're getting closer to the finish line. We're circling back to our knee rotation or standing ab curl. Woo, working hard, working hard. Grab your drink, then grab that single dumbbell that's going to give you the most bang for your buck. Hands are in front, standing curl, 2-2 count, or alternating knee lift with rotation, 10 pairs. So this is 10. 9. Good balance work here too. Hang in there. Last pair. Awesome. My triceps kick back, half kneeling or seated, followed by 10 pulses. I'm going to come down to half kneeling this time, just as a reminder if it works for you. Chest is tall, knees at 90. Light to medium weights as you hinge at the hip, brace your abs first, then pull the arms in. Keep those elbows close, kicking back in 3, 2, 1. 10 reps. Stay strong. Proud chest. Keep those shoulders out of your ears. We're going to make this one count. Last 2 kickbacks. Now we kick back and turn those palms out and pulse for 10, 9, 8, yep, 7, 6. Feel the burn. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Bring them back in. Lower those weights down. If you're seated, weights are on your thighs as you come upright. We've got 1 more set with this pair, and you are tough. This will only make you tougher. Rise and shine. Standing knee raise with rotation or standing abdominal curl, 2-2 count. So pick your weight. If you're using one, set your stance in 3, 2, 1. Knee rotation for 10. 2 for 1. Awesome. Hang in there. Dig deep. Last 2. Last 1. Fantastic. All right, let's finish off this pair. Taking it to the triceps. I am showing the seated option this time, but remember the half kneeling is available if it feels better for you. Light to medium weights. Seated option, just check your position, feet shoulder to hip width towards the edge of your seat, abs are on. Lift the chest up and then fold down towards your thighs. Weights are straight along the sides with straight arms. Elbows in. We kick back in 3, kick back in 2, 1. Good. Way to go. Nice. Nice work with using your time. Gotta make it. Two more kickbacks, full range. Now we kick back and turn those palms out, and we extend and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, bring those weights in. Hands on your thighs if you're seated. Weights to the floor if you're half kneeling. We're going to come up and we're going to get ready for that second group. So we're making our transition with our curtsy lunge and our T to W combo. So first set I'm showing without weight, palms face up. So get ready. We're alternating legs, stepping back, curtsy or reverse lunge in 3, 2, 1. So we pull it in for 10 and then come up. So let's try it this way on the set. 9. Bring it in as you go down. 8. 7. If you're using challenging weight here, this might flow a little better for you. And your shoulders will thank you. 3 more, starting with this next curtsy. That's good. 2 more. Last one. Fantastic. Standing to floor movement. Get ready for your glute bridge. Palms press, or we hold a challenging dumbbell overhead. So pick and commit. Ease onto your back with your toes raised and your knees bent. Arms extend over the chest, either holding a weight or pressing the palms. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Glute bridges. Lift those hips and lower. Good. So remember, we want to get those hips high enough that your pets can go under. Your pets, not mine. My pet won't fit under my hips. I really got some work to do. You guys can gauge that way by your dogs and your cats or your grandkids. Maybe a couple of the little ones. Think about them wanting to crawl underneath. Can you get your hips high enough? Uh-oh. Let's do 2 more here. I gotcha. 1 more. Awesome. Lower the hips, lower the weights. All right, here we go. Last pair. Last working pair. This is going to take us to our finish line. So you're too close to turn around. Weighted option or body weight. Choose your leg option. Curtsy lunge, reverse lunge, or step back. Okay. So I'm going to reach out, and then as I lunge, I'm going to pull in. See how that feels. 10, 9. Okay. So it kind of comes in. 8, 7, 6. You're doing great. Hang on. Halfway there. Last 3. Dig a little deeper. Last 2. Last 1. Strong finish with our curtsy and W combination. Let's seal the deal here. Down to the floor. And you'll be in a convenient position when we're finished for stretching. Look at that. Amazing. Ease onto your back with your weight. If you're choosing to use one, bend the knees, raise your toes. Raise your arms, palms press, or hands are holding the ends of a dumbbell. In 3, 2, 1. So we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Get those hips up as high as you can. Keep reaching those arms up, creating length. We're halfway there. So close. All right, last 2, it's all you. Last 1. And the series is done. You are so ready for a stretch. Let's just set your weight to the side if you had one. Then return to your back and give yourself a hug by bringing the knees into the chest. Should feel really good. Let's keep the right leg with us and straighten the left leg out. Single knee to chest. Awesome. You have a strong start to February. So now we're going to keep it going the whole month with lots more fun. We'll switch legs. Left knee comes in as that right leg goes out. Single knee to chest. Fantastic. Both knees come in. Now we'll have our supported spinal twist. Let's take your hips to your left, legs move over to the left like a windshield wiper as you keep your shoulder blades on the mat. A nice supported spinal twist here. Slowly come to your center, and then we'll switch sides. So with same stretch, just go to the opposite side. And if you started with the right, it's okay. It evens out in the end. We'll hit all those sides evenly. Let's come back to the center. We're going to work on your hamstrings. Let's take your left leg up towards the ceiling. Create length through the back of the thigh. And then we'll point and flex the toe 4 times. And have 4 ankle rotations one way. And then 4 ankle rotations the other way. Now we'll go back to the center. Repeat that series. So it's 4 in the center. Point and flex. You got it. Then ankle rotation one direction 4 times. In the other direction 4 times. And then we relax here with the ankle and just feel the length in the back of the thigh. And we'll cross that left leg over the right. Begin to open your left hip and glute. Just pushing that left knee out to the side. Open that side up. You can grab your right leg if it feels comfortable for you. Depending on how your body's feeling at the moment, you can try that one if you wish. I'm going to keep it grounded for now. Now we're ready to switch legs. Let's uncross the left. Extend your right leg to the ceiling. Point and flex that right foot 4 times. Creating length along the hamstring. Now let's rotate. Pick one direction 4 times. And then we'll switch the direction for the next 4. Awesome. Back to the middle. Point and flex 4 times. And then one direction for rotation 4 times. And we switch direction. Awesome. Relax your foot and let's get a little more into that left hamstring. And then we'll cross that right leg. Your right leg is going to cross over the left. And we want to open up along that right hip and glute. Fantastic. Again, you have the option to keep your left foot on the floor, or you can pick it up for leverage and grab behind the left thigh. For today, I'm just showing this option. My focus is just trying to direct the knee, in this case on the right, away from the body. Hip opener. Right, uncross. Straighten your legs and roll to one side. You can rest your head on your bottom arm as you stack your legs and hips. We're going to stretch the the top quadricep muscle. So the top leg goes behind you. You can use a towel or a stretch strap to assist bringing your lower leg up. Our goal here is to feel the stretch along the right thigh. Or the Now we're going to straighten it out and switch to the other leg. Almost there. Just going to get a good stretch in. Keep you strong and healthy. Top leg, bend at the knee, reach back. Amazing work today with the program. You want to make sure you give your body what it needs so we can continue to progress. All right, let's relax and come to all fours. Create a nice solid tabletop position. And we'll have 2 cycles of cow and cat. Position the wrists under the shoulders. Inhale for cow. And then we exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. And then we exhale for cat. We come back to table and we'll stand up. So 1 foot comes in front, ground is standing. Stretch our upper back next. Arms come out in front at chest level. Turn your palms inside out. That's good. And then make a T and we'll turn the palms up. So this should open all across the chest. Well, there's push-ups earlier on. Now things feel better. And then we'll take the hands in the back. Awesome job today. Relax, big shoulder roll. And you are all set. Keep up the great work. Thanks for coming. Stop that.